Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We appreciate everybody here in the building already. 14 in the spot. Good morning. We're waiting for Jules to wake up. Let's go.
What is up? We got 14 in the spot early this morning, man. I'm super hyped right now. Um,
This is early morning.
Early morning. How you doing, Vanessa?
I am exhausted.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
exhausted. I was running late today. I
Oh,
didn't have time to stretch or anything or nope.
I think we had the same idea. As far as hats today. Um, oh man, this weekend has been crazy. Honestly, had a
Yeah.
busy weekend at work, and I've been working on the slides right now. That's why it took me a little bit. Took me a little bit to get it started. Good morning, Fredro. You missed last week's episode. We gave you a huge shout out.
Yes.
We appreciate the crown. Thank you so much. I have the crown somewhere in this room. I have a whole bunch of hats just everywhere right now. If you guys missed Thursday's episode, it was our last episode of the year. On Thursday, we did a big episode where we just talked about, you know, what we thought were the top teams we saw design this year. We put out, our top 5 hats, and then we invited the rest of, everyone watching the show to come on and show off their favorite 5 hats of the year that they copped. So if you missed that episode, go check it out. It was a fun episode. Shout out to everybody right now here. This is Coffee Chat, where we normally talk about the top hats of the weekend that we
Yep.
believe were the best 3 hats, and then we go into sneakers. So because it's the last episode of the year, we talked about hats Thursday. We're not going to do any, we didn't talk about any hats coming out this weekend, so we're not going to talk about hats today.
Yep.
We're just going to keep it straight kicks, and we want to talk about our favorite kicks that released this year. I do have those slides ready. I do have some pins too that El Malvin, you see him in here, aka Fitted Detailing, that sent me some pins of his. If I can get that going, I will. But yeah, we appreciate you guys joining us on the last episode of the year for Coffee Chat. I don't have a mug.
It's okay.
I've been so busy trying to get this show ready for today. And yeah, man, I'm sorry. I had a really important day yesterday, and of course, we're going to bring up our co-host, No Cap Just Champagne.
I missed it. What was the intro?
I
was trying to
it's
figure
a
out my
morning
headset.
show, right? Everybody is still trying to wake up and get the mind going.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
I'm crying.
Good morning.
Crying.
Morning.
I'm
Morning.
crying. Listen,
I got
man.
my son right.
Listen, we're letting everyone know about Thursday's episode, what we did for Thursday, and what we're going to be doing for today. We're just talking about our favorite sneakers that released this year. Funny enough, Vanessa sent me some more kicks, but I couldn't get them on the slides.
It's okay.
So we're gonna do her 5, my 5, and then we got some more kicks that we'll bring up on. We'll use sneaker news and show them off to you guys of our favorite kicks of the year. Yes, I know. Chosen needs that coffee mug pin ASAP. We got to switch up the logo a little bit. We got Justin here, so we got to fix some things, get things done right, and then we'll get y'all that pin. I know you guys want to see that pin, so we'll get that for you. Also,
what pin?
Coffee Chat.
Coffee Chat.
You got a pin?
Huh? No, he's not listening. He's not. It's
Still
okay.
waking up.
It's okay. It's the morning.
No, I'm not waking up. I got this damn child next to me.
So
Don't
you
worry,
were
guys.
saying that we gotta make a pin with you in there, and then we'll put a pin out.
Yeah. So I don't know if his headphones. No, I'm just kidding. His headphones are working. So listen, this is. I wanted to shout out everybody. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast, but we got 18 in the spot. So shout out everybody here early this morning on this Sunday, last Sunday of the year. Coffee Chat. We're super excited. You know what we do every week. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody supporting us. Someone else bought another. We probably only have 2 pins left on the site, so out of 75. So we appreciate everybody who supported us. honestly, humbly, we say thank you. And we got some more stuff on the way. Malvin and Justin has been working. So, yeah, shout out to them. And let me go ahead and get the slide up for us. How was y'all weekend, by the way? Did y'all do anything special? I know Justin was somewhere yesterday. I don't know what Vanessa did this weekend, but yeah, tell us a little bit about your weekend so far while I get these slides up.
Go ahead, Justin.
Let's go. I'm a corn husker now. Let's go
What?
Nebraska football. I wanted to
Corn
wear the
husker.
corn hat. They didn't have a corn hat for me. Now I went to the Pinstripe Bowl yesterday, Nebraska versus Boston College. I was on TV apparently on ESPN. I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys the clip.
If you guys can find him, he has no shirt on and he has the big N Nebraska in the stands.
Funny. Hold on, I know exactly when they show me on TV. Let me see if I can pull it up, low key.
That's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, it was cool though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. College football is different, bro.
They're saying Boston College got robbed in the comments, yo.
They got robbed?
That's what I'm hearing in the comments right now. Boston College got robbed.
I mean, I don't know. I was there, and I feel like they both were getting. I feel like it was a terribly officiated game. Like the first three Nebraska drives, there was legit penalties every single drive, not called at all. Like it was crazy. So yeah, it was a terribly officiated game for sure. I don't know if they got robbed.
Officiated game. That's not fun.
Yeah, like there was no lie. The first three drives for Nebraska, three straight pass interference, like defensive pass interference, not called at all. Like I was like, what the heck? But yo, these freaking college fans are so passionate, bro. Like it is different. It is not like pros. Like they were going
the first time you went to a college game?
First time I've been to a college football game.
Yeah, we used to go every week when we lived in West Virginia, and that's like their pro team.
Dude,
that is their pro team.
It's no joke. And it was even a point that some of the, it's college and it's Nebraska. We're in New York, so some of the front, like we were in really, really good seats, actually, like great seats, but there were still seats in front of us. So you know me, I be talking to people. I got a way to get to the front row. But my friend who's from Nebraska, who actually invited me to the game, he was so in love with the people next to us that he's like, I can't leave them. Like, these are my friends. And I'm like, look, you just met them 10 minutes ago.
Shout out to Luke.
Like, you just met them, but he was like not gonna leave them for us to move up closer. So I went back, sat with them, and it was just crazy. It was just a crazy time.
Yeah.
Very, very fun. Very fun, though. Very fun.
Shout out to college football. We all know the college football playoffs are going on. My team didn't make the playoffs. Shout out to Alabama. It's all right. Shout out to Chosen's favorite team, LSU, Louisiana State University. It's a good school right there. Shout out to all the football teams, man. I love what they did with the college playoffs this year and making it much larger for teams to get in there, integrating the bowl games like they did with the 4 playoff team. It's dope, man. Shout out to college football playoffs. Shout out to the bowl game. Shout out to the Pinstripe Bowl in Yankee Stadium. Shout out to the Yankees.
I need a coffee mug.
Hey, you can't laugh. She made you a coffee.
Hey, at least there's coffee in there.
Yeah, she made you a
coffee.
Hey,
if you guys miss our episodes, this guy always has a coffee mug with no coffee in it.
Give me a cool one, a really cool one. They talking crap about me.
Shout out to Ava. She made him an iced coffee.
Listen, man. She said this
I
one
haven't.
right here.
Yeah, I haven't done that one.
Let's see what you got. What do you got, buddy?
It's my gamer. This is my gamer
that's
mug.
Right see, that's a good coffee mug. That's a good coffee mug right there. Dave and Buster.
That's what I'm trying to tell them is that WVU.
I had to work for this one. I had to earn this one.
No, yeah, West Virginia is definitely crazy. I went to West Virginia for a camp my junior year in high school, and I had the West Virginia camp. Summer 2010. I had the camp shirt on. After the camp, I went to IHOP. They thought I played for West Virginia University. I got IHOP, me and my family, for free. on the
Mhm.
house.
They
Hell
don't
yeah.
play over there about the
That's
athlete.
that's how crazy they are about their team up there, because there's no professional teams out there. So
Mhm.
that's their teams that they go crazy for. All right, y'all. I got the slides ready. Episode 46. We're gonna get into Vanessa's top 5 kicks of the year. We
Now,
try to
these
be
are not in any order, right?
no order, no order. Vanessa has kicks in there. My kicks are my top 5 kicks minus Jordans. I didn't want to include any Jordans. I got my top 5 Jordan. I got 23 kicks that I had chose. I had to choose 5 out of these 23 this year. It was the toughest thing I've ever had to do. So let's get to the first slide. Let's see what Vanessa's got on her slides here. Talk to us. What do we got here?
I don't know. I feel like my top 5 ended up being more New Balance. I think that's kind of what it was. What's crazy is I'm looking for my slide and this one's not even in there. The first one. I don't know. I like this one. Something about it. The colorway is great. I like the laces. I don't remember when this was coming out because for some reason it's not in my notes. But
Yeah.
I just like the feeling of the New Balance, the comfort. This one was it for me. I know people are like, "Oh, these are Met shoes, whatever." This colorway is great to me. I'm a person that I like loud shoes. This one's a good one. The one moving over that came out August 23rd. I love this colorway. I like the teal color with the black. It kind of gives like that plastic kind of look. Love these. Now, mind you, I'm saying these are my top, my top 5 or whatever. I didn't get any of these. This is the sad part. So I'm just being real. The one shoe that's probably not the best for me is these Dunks, but I love the double swoosh. Something about
Oh, I
them.
didn't
I
even notice
like
that.
the pink ones are probably the ones that are my go-to. Let me see. I have these on my notes for sure. When these came out, maybe not. I'm slacking, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when these came out either. But yeah, they came out in these double packs. I believe I looked it up recently that they're still like 120. So the resale is not really too crazy on these.
Nice. It's been like that most of the year.
Yeah.
That's good.
Next one, Jules. I think I got 2 more.
Yeah, you got 2 more. Real quick. Raul D wanted to know. He says he'd love to know what you're wearing, your hat. He said, we know we're not talking about crowns today, but he'd love to know what you're wearing. So if you want to talk about it a little bit.
Rowdy, this is I guess what we call the V-backs. This is actually my hat, my first
The
hat.
Vanessa V-backs.
Yeah. It's the first hat that I came out with. I know it's a little dusty, musty right now. I was out yesterday with it. Yeah, this is just my hat. Pinky. This was a DPM drop. All 6 of us dropped hats together, including the one that Jules is wearing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we came out with a 6-pack. This was one of them. Yep.
Shout out to you, Raul. We appreciate you. Trying to figure out what we got on the mata today.
Yeah.
I know Justin's Met is from Brooklyn Body. Is that from Brooklyn Body?
Yes, sir.
That's a Brooklyn Body Met right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. We should have at least showed hats, being that we're not talking about hats today.
Big 50.
Big 50. OG
Big
colorway.
50. Yeah, man.
Sheesh. Come on now.
Shout out to Snap. I see Snap in the building.
Fire.
Wizard, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Melvin from work. Melvin was supposed to be on with us today. I know we said he was gonna be on, but he had to go into work early today. He had
no way Malvin had to work today.
Yeah, he's at work right now. He's at work right now. Shout out.
What a loser.
He's going to make all that money for the pins for you guys.
Malvin said, anyone need a 1/8 in the V-backs? 1,000 shipped is crazy.
1,000 shipped is crazy. All right.
Word.
Tell me what else you got on this slide. I had one of these shoes in my top 23.
I'm gonna guess which one it is. It's the Jordan.
Yeah, that one was definitely in my top for sure.
So this one actually, since we're already talking about it, it was in my top 5. I know a lot of people didn't feel it or whatever. This is a cafecito with this was a collab. This was a collab with SoFly Jordan 12s. This came out December 6th.
So fly.
I'm a little bummed because this is such a great shoe, but they didn't have my size. Otherwise, I would have had these.
Oh, you went for these?
Yes. But when I went to go pick a size, I'm like, yo, I can't. This is none of my size.
No, your size. That's trash.
So, yeah. So this was a men's shoe. It only came out in bigger sizes. They didn't even do, I think the smallest size was a 7 in men's.
Hey man, put us on that friends and family. Come on. Friends and family probably got whatever size they need.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't know the resale because once I didn't see they didn't have my size, I stopped searching for these. But it's still a great shoe. I thought it was a great collab. I know a lot of people didn't like the leather, how it's kind of like flaky, but I think that's the whole reason of the cafecito for the little foam on the top.
Yeah, the texture.
Yep. So I really like these, regardless if they had my size or not. The next one is another collab. I love these. You can't really tell, but the creamish looking part is actually pink. This is a Concept and New Balance collab. This released December 13th. Great sneaker. Didn't even look because most of the time in this collabs, they're gone, especially with Concepts. And I haven't checked the resale. Most of the time resale, I'm just like, if I can't get them then, but it depends. It has to be that one for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna pay resale for it. Rowdy, my size. I wear 7 in women's, and it depends on the sneaker. Like the New Balance men's, I can wear 5.5. So it just kind of depends.
Just what do you think? What do you think of Vanessa's top 5 right here, man? This is her top 5 that she was going for this year.
I like the New Balances. I definitely could mess with the New Balances and the different colorways that they have. The coffee one I'm a little surprised about. 12s are always clean though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, 12s ripped the back of my Achilles, but I love 12s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're stiff.
Can't wait for the flu games next year.
Shoe, but they're definitely a clean colorway. And she kind of capped on here a little bit because she's an old lady, and I know she'd be wearing Brooks and On Clouds, and I wanted to see one of those on her top. On her top six, you know what I'm saying?
Brooks are On Clouds on the top 5 out of all the shoes this year.
That would be on mine.
I agree with him. I agree with him if we're talking about comfort, but we're trying to talk about like the sneakerhead still in us. Just like we can't say now that our favorites are Brooks and On Clouds. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll be looking at the Brooks drops like they Jordans, bro. I'm like, oh, this colorway coming out next month. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop that.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yo, Jules, you're gonna get to that point, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Anytime I don't wear my On Clouds, my feet hurt.
I'm crying. That's that fasciitis.
Yep.
The plantar fasciitis. Fasciitis. All right.
I got Brooks. The sole's so big that when I wear them, I'm 6'1".
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know how much that we like sneakers? We went to our LA drop, and Justin was like, hey, Vanessa, come here. I got to show you something, right? Like, we opened the trunk and everything. You know what this man shows me? His new Brooks. It wasn't like a new Jordan or a new... He was like, yo, look at these Brooks I got. Right out the box.
I literally did that to my closet when I had showed Jordan he never saw the space boots in person.
Oh, the red boots.
Yeah. And then they're all worn because of course Justin wore them. So I'm like, look, they're brand new. He was like, no, it's not. It's dirty on them. I was like, oh yeah, Justin wore them. He wore them for a video.
Yeah, but see, that's different to show like red boots and to show Brooks. It was like,
just saying.
I thought it was funny, but we can feel the same pain. So,
just saying, Brooks be selling out too.
Hey, M-Dot, I'll definitely keep an eye out for you on that. I guess we can get into the 5 that I chose. Again, no Jordans. I made sure I didn't put any Jordans. I have Jordans in my top. This is not my top 5. These are my favorite 5 shoes that are not Jordans.
Yeah, he had a
Okay.
top 23.
I had
And
like 23 shoes. I had 23 screenshots in my phone.
yeah,
And I'm
and
like,
see
yo,
the
these
assignment,
all hit.
the assignment was 5, right?
I
So this is
know.
why I have 5.
I'm sorry. All right. But
You got a little excited.
I brought it down to 5. And I think these are my 5 favorite that released this
All
year.
right, let's
All
see.
right. And some of them colorway, some of them just the shoe in general. All right. So we'll get to the first slide here. Boom. I got the
Wow,
Bad
I
Bunny
am surprised.
Adidas Gazelle. Okay. Now the green with the olive that's coming. I mean, is it not green? It's orange with the olive coming out. I need those. I really
need
want
them.
these because this is the first colorway, but I really want the yellow joints with the olive green. If you haven't been on Sneaker News lately, that's the next colorway that Bad
Me
Bunny's
too.
releasing. I think this shoe dope. When I went to the Bad Bunny concert for my birthday last year, the shoes he had were trash. I hated that design that he had with Adidas, but him collabing with the Gazelle design, fire. That was one of them. The Bad Bunnies definitely I really liked. I like the way they look on feet. The next one, you got another Adidas, the Anthony Edwards one low. I like the lows way better than the highs. Not this color in particular, but just the shoe itself. I think
I
is
agree.
top shoe of the year. Basketball shoe of the year is my favorite basketball shoe of the year. I have another basketball shoe on this list. Is in the next slide. You could guess it. But this one right here, top, like this Adidas low, Anthony Edwards killed it. The colorways that he has. Vanessa wore 2 pairs. She thought she was slick, but she came out with 2 pairs. I was low key hating because I need a pair.
Yo,
Mismatch.
but
You
those
wore
were
one on each
That
foot.
was crazy.
nah, I did not do that. But I did wear
You had the
mids.
what does? They didn't even come out yet.
I wore
Facts.
mids, but I would say lows. I tried on a pair of lows. They're my favorite. The colorways are great, so those are things that I can agree with. I'm just surprised you have them on your top 5.
They have to be. We've been talking about them all year. They're a shoe that, as a sneakerhead, you know this shoe is one of the top shoes of the years. And then right next to it, I have some New Balances like you. I got I think these are the DTLR New Balance, the 2002R. They call them the Purple Noir. I love this colorway. I love the 2002R model. I think this is the top shoe of the year, in my opinion. This New Balance, fire.
I
Love this
believe this
colorway.
is the shoe that we said, you know how normally we say pictures don't do the hat justice. I think we did this with the sneaker,
Yeah.
right? I think because you can't really see the purple.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I might need to get these. That purple is hitting. I really like these. Again, the Bad Bunny joints. I'm
I
getting me
just
a
seen
pair of
them. Those
Gazelles.
ones are good.
Huh?
I just seen them right now. Those ones are good. I know you can't really see it. Look, I could probably pull it up.
What's that?
The Bad Bunnies you're talking about, the yellow.
The yellow with the olive.
Those ones
Fire.
are fire.
Fire.
And people are gonna say probably not because they don't like the color. But these colorway,
That colorway is
you probably gotta
clean.
bring it up, Jules, but these are good.
Yeah, I'll
And
see.
the person on here got the matching socks.
Yeah, chosen. I ended up getting the Brooks Ghost Max for running. Brooks Ghost Max, as they're called. It's literally like running on clouds, bro. Like greatest investment I've ever had for running for sure.
All right, I got the photo of the shoe just so we could
You
show
should have
off the
seen him in
colorway that I
LA.
was
We
talking
told him,
about.
hey, we need this. He started running to the store. He didn't even say,
Started
give me the
running. Put the
shoes.
shoes on. Started running.
Yep.
This is the
Pass
colorway.
me the baton.
This colorway.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's where we're trying to see Justin.
I was gonna show it after we were done with this.
I'm crying.
I like this colorway. I know a lot of people might not like that color.
I like the yellow. I like the olive. The olive kind of settles out that yellow.
Now, are you getting these because you like the sneaker or because of Bad Bunny?
I like the sneaker. I like the way the sneaker looks on feet. I like the Gazelles better than the what's the other ones that they have? The Sambas.
Sambas.
I like the Gazelles better than the Sambas in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion.
They look like they're flat though.
All right. I got the other slide here.
Let's go.
Where's it? Oh, there you go. Almost lost it. Almost lost it. Boom.
Yo,
You forgot about these, huh?
you know why I forgot about these? Because I
You,
tried so hard to get these, and I was gonna pay resale for these. This
you
is
forgot about
crazy.
these. I'm
These
surprised you
are
didn't
the
see these on your top.
what brand is this? Is this Saucony?
Yeah, this is
Yeah, the
Bodega and
Saucony.
Saucony Grid Shadow 2, the Jaunt Woven. Vanessa went crazy for these. And I thought this was definitely a top shoe of the year.
This is a great sneaker. I just put it in the back of the file cabinet because I lost many L's on this.
She got many L's trying to get this shoe. This was definitely one of my favorite shoes. I'm telling you right now, y'all, when I went through sneaker of the year, I went all the way to the beginning of the year. I went on Sneaker News. It took me a minute to get to the bottom. It took me a minute, and I went through. it, and I saw these.
Shout out to Julian doing that because I started doing that, and I said, "Hell no!" That's why you see mine are like the latest drops because I was like, "I'm not doing this." Hopefully, Julian's doing it.
I mean, like this was definitely something we spoke about early in the year on Coffee Chat. These Bodega Sauconys were amazing. The laces, the materials that they used on this shoe, the design, the colorway, every single thing was hitting. And I think this is definitely a top shoe of the year, in my opinion. Again, none of these are Jordans. I have Jordans on my top. I have the Alma Maniers. You know what I'm saying? I have the white and red 12s. Like there's so many good Jordans that came out. The cement 3s came out this year. I mean, I can go on and on about the top Jordans I feel like were this year. And if I had to break it down to like 5 Jordans per se, I would say my top Jordans would be the olives, cement 3s, the recent Travis Scott lows, which are a pair of Jordans, and then Alma Manier, and then number 1 Jordan I think that came out this year were the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 RMs, only because it was a different shoe. The Bike Air, in my opinion, next level. Like to take out Nike and put Bike and solidify it, I thought that was dope. So shout out to Nigel for doing that. But yeah, the next shoe that I have on here is the Devin Booker ones.
You're gonna forget about the D Books.
Never. I saved these on the last slide.
Shoe. That's his
I'm
favorite.
getting me a pair, and you guys, I can't wait to show them off. I cannot wait to show them off. I think I had a couple of shoes like my honorable mention. I did like those Travis Scott. They were Jordans, the T-Rex joints. I don't know if you guys can see them right here.
Oh, the one with the
I thought that was a good pair this year.
What about the Canaries? Because
I had these
for those too.
I did have the Canaries on here. Had the Canaries right here. I screenshotted that. That was part of my top.
Those are good Travis Scott.
I had these on there. You know what I'm saying? I think these were the Verdi Nike SB Dunks. Come on, these came back out this year. The Fruity Pebbles.
You know
what I'm saying? There was a lot of good shoes. We talked about these New Balances that we really liked early on in the year. I know you remember these.
It's not clear, but okay, yep.
Yeah, we talked about those.
Was it 9,000s? That's what he was just
1,000. Those were the 1,000s. We talked about a lot of shoes. This Travis Scott fire, in my opinion. I thought this was a shoe of the year. There were a lot of good shoes. Also, this Alma Manier Air Max. The Air Maxes. You know, it was a lot of good shoes to choose from. I did have the Olympic 6s up there, and yeah, I think that's my list right there. Oh, I can't forget about the
Brett Forrest.
You know what I'm saying?
That was one of my top for sure.
You know, I think there were a lot of good shoes this year that we couldn't bring on this list. We would be here all day talk. I mean, we still have time, you know, but I think when it comes down to shoes and having a top or having your favorite and go to, I think we hit it. We hit the nail in the coffin on that one. Justin, we didn't get your shoes, right? But I know you have some off the top of your head that you could think of.
So Bread Fours was definitely up there for me. Because I went to Got Soul this year. The one in Jersey. I went to the one in North Jersey. Which we got a video on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. Me, Jordan, and I don't know, maybe Malvin. I don't remember. Mama, yeah, I think Mama was there with us too. Anyways, Bread Force was going crazy right before they dropped, and good quality shoe, good leather. I really like those a lot. As I've said in the past, this year I loved a lot of the Pumas, a lot of the LaMelo balls that were dropping. I think it's LaMelo balls, at least in my opinion, from a guy who plays pickup basketball quite often. Those rolls, like I see everybody with LaMelo balls in the gym now. Like those are to me one of the biggest like basketball shoes of the year in terms of just like popularity and growth. Like every time I go to a gym, at least one person has a pair of LaMelo balls on. I mean, yeah, you know, in terms of Jordans, like I said, a lot of the retros are cool. But I kind of did like the newer colorways that they were coming out with. I like that they were venturing out and making those new colorways. Can't think of any off the top of my head specifically because I haven't really copped Jordans like that this year. But you know, I've been a big fan of the Nike runners. You know what I'm saying? All the Nike runners that we've discussed on the show. You know, P6000's been dropping a lot. They're very popular right now in Philly. So I've been more of a casual shoe guy this year, I would definitely say, more than like a hype release. Yeah. I say that to say, like, you know, yeah, like certain LaMelo balls is fire. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones, which I still don't think got freaking a date yet. Yeah, I like these. And they're comfortable to hoop in, man. Yeah, they're comfortable to hoop in. So.
Yeah, I think it's funny because Jules is laughing at you because you've been into the runners.
My boy said casual.
Yeah, casual, man.
On clouds.
I got like nah. But like Nike runners are a little different. You know, Nike runners aren't really running shoes.
No, you can't run in them. Those are
we just speak about these thermals. In connection to the Weatherman KD4s.
Yeah, man, LaMelo ball, he been going crazy this year, bro. I in terms of a basketball shoe, you got I think the D Books and the LaMelo. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two. You know, but yeah, I haven't really been in the like I said, in the hyped scene too much. So I can't really speak on the hype, you know, what was really hype. I mean, of course I've seen there's a lot of I think this year, in my opinion, was the year of collabs. That's what it seemed like. A lot of the bigger shoes this year, bigger releases were all collab shoes. And I think that's kind of where the sneaker culture is going at the moment. Yeah, you've seen Cement 3s not sell out. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. A Cement 3 5 years ago would have dropped. You could have dropped it 3 times in a year, would have sold that every time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think we're definitely going into the direction of the retroing is nice, and the retroing is going to be more for the guys who missed out maybe when they were younger or when they were children. So now they're getting these retros. But I think we're at a time now where the collab is everything. So you got the Travis Scott collabs, you got the you know, all these fashion designers who are getting in now on doing collabs with Nike and New Balance, and we even seen Balenciaga and Under Armour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these collabs is what's I think taking over, which I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I love a good collab. I think it's dope. I'm excited to see what else, you know, comes out. I know they already got a calendar for next year. It's looking pretty promising. Yeah, and I think next year would definitely be a year that I think I'm gonna get back into the sneakers a little bit. We'll see.
I got a question.
I was gonna say I have a question too.
Okay, you ask yours. You ask yours first.
It's probably the same one. What do you guys think we're gonna see in this next coming year? You think it's gonna still be the running wave or the runners? I guess you say like the Asics and New Balance, or do you think they're gonna switch it up?
I think it's gonna be similar to this year. I don't think anything's gonna change as far as like what we see. I think we're gonna see a good balance of both, of runners and Jordans. Of course, Jordan Brand's gonna have their colorways. I'm hoping this year that we get a new collab in aspect of, when I say and I say this super respectfully to Travis, I say this respectfully to Off-White and to those big collabs, I think we're gonna get one of those this year. I don't know who's it gonna be. I don't know what the name is gonna be, but it's gonna be a huge collab. It's gonna shake up the sneaker game a little bit, and I don't know what a brand is gonna be, but I feel like something like that is gonna come, something new. I guess I'm hoping for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take on it. Just, what do you think?
My bad, I missed what you said. What was the last part you said?
Oh no, I was just giving my take on Vanessa's question as far as what I expect for the upcoming year.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'm here for the retros. I always love a good retro. For the classic sneakers,
some great vibes.
I think like I said, I think the runners might slow down. I mean, I think the runners is kind of what the Air Force Ones were to us a couple years ago. Like now it's starting to become like that shoe that's cheaper. You want to throw on a clean fit, you throw on a pair, runners with it. And I think it's a lot more and I also think it depends on your area, right? Like we're saying runners, but like that's probably a Northeast thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if they're wearing runners in Louisiana, or I don't know if they're wearing runners in Cali like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely going to be based off the region you're in. I'll tell you right now, Northeast, the runner shoe. And if you guys don't, let me show y'all what I'm talking about, because I think I'm talking about like Brooks or On Clouds. Like that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying runners. Like, I'm gonna show you guys.
Asics.
Yeah, Asics.
Like these are runners right here, and this is what I literally have this exact pair right here.
New Balance.
This is not even a good picture, but.
What do you got? What do you got?
Let me show y'all real fast.
I don't even know what the wave is over here because I'm in such a older town.
Like right now, like these are the type of shoes.
The wave is over there.
Like these right here, these Nike shoes, P6000s.
The wave is chancletas.
You see these?
No
like
socks on in
mad
Walmart,
shiny
with the crusty heel.
Like this is what the wave is in New York right now, and Jersey and Philly area.
Like the shiny,
like
shiny
these
one.
P6000s. All these are what people love right now. The Asics, the Asic runners that look like this. Even the
New Balance that look like that.
The New Balance that look like this. The Vomeros.
Calling like those the aluminum foils.
This style right here is
shout out to Finish Line. Sponsor us.
Yeah, this style right here is just the one that people are just going crazy for in this area.
Oh man, we need to find a manager that works for Finish Line. See if they can put in the word for us.
Seriously,
I don't know who, but somebody could help y'all maybe. Yeah. So I think in terms of runners, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be based off of where you locate it, in my opinion. Your geography is where it's gonna be, because y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
These four that we were talking about earlier, I just wanted to show them off, but I
agree too. But I think you also gotta have your own wave. Because over here, Jules is right. Like I think they wear a lot of chanclas. I think they wear a lot of Hey Dudes. And
Hey Dudes,
yeah.
The kids out here, they wear Air Force Ones, but they're beat the hell up. Like they think that.
They like that.
And dirty.
They like the beaters.
I'm like, so when
let
I
me
go
get your shoe real quick. I need to
crazy.
steam it. Say that again.
I said when I go out somewhere, they look at me crazy because I either got loud sneakers on or whatever. What is a Hey Dude? A Hey Dude.
I'm gonna show you.
Don't get me wrong. Look, they laugh.
Put Hey Dudes on the channel. Oh my god!
I actually wear Hey Dudes.
No, Hey Dudes is crazy. Hey Dudes is crazy. They're popular over here too. Don't worry, they're popular over here.
Look, I got a few pairs.
Look at these.
Yeah,
they say Hey Dude on them.
Yep.
No, we had these on the channel before. We showed them off before. You said you have a pair. She got up from her chair to go get a pair of Hey Dudes.
Come on, you tell me you can't pair up the Real Tree Hey Dudes with the Real Tree.
This is probably the worst shoe of the year.
With the Real Tree Philly, bro.
No, I'm out of here.
Look at the Real Tree stamp.
This is terrible. I'm sorry, Hey Dude. No hate to your brand.
Nah.
Look,
Hey,
I'm
dudes,
not gonna
if
say
you want
no
to
hate.
sponsor us, hey dudes, if you want to sponsor us,
You know, they're
that's
also
fine.
Crocs. Crocs and Hey Dudes are like hand in hand.
They
I'm
hand in
still
hand,
with
yeah.
Crocs.
Okay, so Hey
These
Dudes,
I feel
they're
like
not cute shoes.
you know how
but
many
they're
people I'm
comfortable.
gonna find in their crib where this shoe smells like straight cheese because they go outside with no socks on, put
no
their foot
socks.
in this thing, and they
That's
come home, take
crazy.
it off, and it's smelling like cheese.
That's disgusting. Well, I wear socks with mine, so
Listen, man, I'm
Vanessa
straight.
wears hey dudes, no sock. But let me
no,
show
that's
you this
crazy.
real fast. Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on, y'all. Look at the real tree.
No, for real, they got the
Look at the real
collab
tree.
with
Look at the
those.
real tree stamp.
Yep.
Come on. Pair this with Jordan with Jordan and Malvin's Philly. Come on now. Come on.
Yo,
Stop playing with them.
Get this off of my screen,
Stop playing with them.
please.
Actually, let me show y'all real fast too while we're here. Let me show y'all the Boston game real fast.
get them off of my screen.
Let me
Look,
see. I don't even know if
look.
I can show
If
it.
you guys
Here.
if you guys can catch me wearing a pair of those, I will give you.
If you guys can find me here, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
get you
see.
a pair of
Let me
Jules
know
for
if you
your
can find me.
birthday.
I swear to you, I'm gonna return them.
Wait till you
I see him.
them.
He's in the corner.
I was in the screen for at least 10 seconds.
Well, he looked like somebody's dad telling him, "Yo, you
I
missed
am
that
somebody's
tackle."
dad.
No,
Look
he-
at they're all
No,
yelling.
He
like-
looks like his dad there.
They
Like,
all yelling. Look, they're all yelling.
ever-
I'm just like, what's going on behind me? What's going on back here?
Nah, I'm saying you look like somebody's dad on the field. Like, yo,
Hold
you
on,
missed
hold on.
that
Let me show
tackle. What
that.
you doing?
In case you guys, all right. So I let you guys try to look for me. You might have not found me, but now I'm just gonna show you where I'm at. Look at me right here.
bottom right corner above the 1450.
And before
Yo,
anybody
he's
tries to say
upset.
why am I not wearing a fitted, it was raining. I didn't have a fitted that I wanted to wear in the rain for 2
Yeah,
hours.
I wasn't gonna say that when you sent me a photo. I was like, what hat? I didn't know that was you because I'm like, what hat is
You
that?
see me in my Nebraska gear? Come on, I'm a corn husker now.
Hey, I'm
That's
with
crazy.
this comment right here.
I'm a corn husker.
Thank
Hey,
you for
shout out to
that.
Nebraska, man. Shout out to Nebraska. They won.
Okay. I got a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
We talked about, our favorite hats this year and like best teams. As far as kicks, who do you think? And we spoke about it middle of the year, all three of us. More recently, I can't remember, but like two things. What's your top brand right now? What brand do you think killed it this year? Like actually killed it, and then what brand fell off? And I think we've answered this in the past, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think your top like shoe brand was this year, and what brand you think fell off. So whoever wants to go first.
I have two. I feel like New Balance took off. I think it's been Adidas, in my opinion.
You think they fell off or they took off?
No. I have two that they took off.
Okay.
As far as fell off, ooh, I feel like Nike, especially with their basketball shoes, they're just making shoes and they all look the same.
Mm-hmm. I think
they're always gonna be Nike, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
always gonna buy Nike because it's the brand, right? But when you look at the material, when you buy Nike and you can see right through the shirt and you just picked it up, it's like I just spent $60 on this. Like just Nike in general as a brand.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're slacking.
They kind of killed it with the women's basketball.
No, correct. But I'm saying as a brand in whole, right? Like in a brand as in whole, I just expect more for Nike. Like you're Nike.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
That makes sense. I'm actually gonna disagree with Vanessa on Adidas. I think the last 6 months, I think Adidas fell off, and I think part of it is the whole Yeezy scandal.
Yeah, I think Yeezy definitely fell off.
Losing Yeezy. I feel like they were popping. All these Yeezys were dropping. They were going crazy, and then once they kind of lost that, it was kind of like a limbo, like a weird limbo of like where they're gonna pivot to next. And then they have all these scandals that they were stealing Yeezy designs, and I think Adidas is one of those that it's hard to say they truly fell off because they're always gonna be, popular. You got the classics, you got the the shell tops. You got the joints that
Jules wants the Sambas or the Gazelles.
the Sambas. You know, my wife bought her mom a pair of Sambas. Like those are very popular. So those are shoes that are still very popular. But in terms of like how we looked at Adidas,
yeah,
in the
you're
beginning of the
right.
year
As
to
far as
now,
like,
it's like such a drastic change. But even with them falling off, they're still popular. So it's like, you know, good for them. You know what I mean? Same thing with Nike. Like you said with Nike. Nike is one of those things that they fell off, but they still look how, like I said, those Nike runners that I just showed you. I know some of y'all don't agree because it's not in your area, but I'm telling you, when I tell you every single high school kid in the Northeast are getting those. I got 3 pairs of those Nike runners for Christmas this year. You know what I'm saying? Like every kid is, I'm not a kid, but every kid is asking for those shoes for Christmas. So even with a bad year for Nike, like they're still that popular.
correct.
I want to talk about something maybe a little bit of a smaller brand, or not smaller, but like a lesser known brand. Like I said, I think Puma had a really, really good year with all the basketball shoes. This was the first year that I really recognized Puma as a basketball brand. Before that, I never considered Puma a basketball brand ever.
Yeah.
Puma.
Like, literally ever. I was like, nah, Puma ain't no basketball brand. This year,
There's only one shoe I knew about Puma.
They had a big comeback with basketball shoes. So shout out to them. I give props to them. Yeah. What you got, Jules? Skechers go crazy too. Skechers did go crazy, but I don't think we're not ready for the Skechers talk yet.
I was about to say, you really in your grandpa mode if you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't personally like Skechers, but when I tell you, you know, that Skechers be selling, bro, like that's one of the most asked for shoes. I'm not even trying to be funny.
I am gonna agree. You know, Skechers even came out with a steel toe boot. That's crazy, and they're lows.
Yep. Steel toe lows.
They're trying to get everybody.
They got steel toe lows. They got the all black no slips for any job that you gotta wear no slips. Yep. They got wide fit. Yeah,
they're trying to get everybody. Everybody that needs
everybody. Skechers but I don't think Skechers will ever be like a popping shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think
talking about Hey Dudes and Skechers. I'm out of here.
Who?
He said we're talking about Hey Dudes and Skechers.
I thought he said something else, and I was about to. My heart dropped for a second.
Don't say it because I don't want to know what you're going to say.
I don't even know.
My heart dropped, and I said, "Oh my gosh, did he just say that on live YouTube right now?" Oh my gosh.
Well, sometimes we say some wild things on here, but I don't want to know what you thought he said.
Okay,
anyway, go on. What you got?
All right. So before I go into mine, these are the only Pumas I know. These are the only Pumas I know.
Yeah.
Okay. If you never own a pair of these, I mean, like
that's what I'm saying. Before this year, that's all you knew Puma for was those, the classics.
Yep,
classics.
Now they got basketball shoes. You know, now they got basketball players signed to them.
Shout out to Puma, man. They definitely did their thing this year. I say that I bring those up to prove what you're saying is true. I think me personally, the brand that fell off this year is Yeezy.
Yeah, Yeezy, of course.
I don't think anyone did that bad. I mean, when you got them popping up in outlets and stuff like that.
Yo,
I think that
when they had like what 50-60% off.
Yeah, because it's not even hey, it's just the whole vibe went. The whole vibe went. No,
you know what? Actually, now that you say that too, I feel that way a little bit about Jordan this year.
I think that's tough to say just because the sneaker resale game is just so different, and I think they put a lot of pairs out to kill that. So it's tough. I will say that a brand that I think did really well as far as outside. I would say as far as being itself is the New Balance. I think New Balance killed it this year. They don't have a basketball shoe. They don't have a Jordan. They just have their shoes. With the 1,000,001 numbers that they have, I think New Balance was the top shoe this year. The collabs that they had with the people that they collabed with. I think New Balance killed it this year. They killed it. and shout out to them. Now, as far as next year, I want to see what Ye's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna stay out the sneaker game for this long. I think fashion is something that he likes to express to people, and I would love to see him collab with somebody and see what he comes out with next. I think another brand that fell off, Fear of God, fell off heavy. I would love to see what they do next year. I know we spoke about a pair of shoes last week that I thought were pretty cool, but we didn't like the red thing that was on it. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's what I think.
So behind the pound. So using what you said, what equates? So what equates?
I think what he's saying is not seeing them sell out may feel like Jordan Brand is doing bad. I don't agree with that, because the shoes that they're coming out with, are the same retros that we love, that we're gonna buy, whether they sell out or not. And I feel like also when it comes down to, I think we think of supply and demand, and sometimes when it gets to a point where there's so much supply, you think there's no demand, but there's a heavy demand for something. So what it looks like, it not selling out and it not being resold for $300-400, it's not the hot shoe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not reselling for $500, I'm not going to wear that shoe. We're forgetting that these shoes are really retailed at $190, $200, but kids will get it to say, oh, I spent $600 on those just because of a resale price, and that makes it a hot shoe, but it's not really a hot shoe. You're just paying that price because you couldn't get the shoe, or you want to say that it's hot. It's like saying, oh, I bought a pair of Balenciagas, or I bought a pair of Margielas for $1,000. Those are $1,000 shoes. You can't sit here and tell me, oh, I bought a pair of Off-Whites for $1,200. That's not a $1,200 shoe. That's a $190 shoe. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where that comment kind of comes from.
Yeah, but this is how I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna counter that with, if you're a collector in anything, any hobby, hats, sneakers, old school video games, let's say, or baseball cards, basketball cards, whatever you're a collector in, you don't want to get what everybody could get, right? So I'm not saying that I wouldn't get a pair of Jordans because they didn't sell out. That's not what I'm saying. I would, right? There's certain sneakers that when they retro, if I didn't get them the first time, or even if I have them now but I want the new version of them.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the
culture.
Get the new ones. That doesn't make the culture what you're saying.
But that's what okay. So what I'm saying is, what determines what's the difference between a collector who just wants rare stuff in their collection, and
that's a collector. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that comes in, like he's saying, someone that is a collector outside of the culture, right? He wants to collect something because of the resale value. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't determine what the culture is.
No, but it's not resale value though.
Well, I mean, I'm just going based off of what his comment is.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that I think it just goes hand in hand, and I think it's just a little unfair to say that the resale value is what. It's not about the resale value. It's about the rarity of the item. So the rarity of the item is going to determine the resale. It just goes hand in hand.
Yeah, but it's not about the resale. It's about the culture that he's talking about. It's not about resale. At the end of the day, if I'm going to get a shoe, if I got to pay resale, I'm going to pay resale. If I want it, I'm going to get it. It's more of how it's affecting the culture, right? Where it's like me and you, we're in a place where it don't need to resell or not resell. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't need to be a resale value or resale value for us to want the shoe as far as being part of the culture. What you're saying, I get it, but it's not in that perspective. I feel like
I just don't agree. I don't agree with that theory. I don't agree with the theory that
resale does not equate to the culture.
No. That he said
that's what he's saying.
A collector for monetary value or exclusivity is not the culture. I don't agree with that. I think that when you're a collector of something, you want rare things, you want things that are limited, and I think that that's part of the game, right?
True.
Like
that's not true. Not everything I collect I want to be limited. Like if I get something, it doesn't have to be limited. I might want something in the collection that's limited, but not everything that I have in that collection is limited.
Yeah. Of course. But I just don't agree that it's not part of the culture. Like I can't agree that it's not part of the culture. Like
no, the resale value shouldn't equate to the culture.
No, I get that. I'm saying the next comment is a collector for monetary value or exclusivity is not the culture. That's the part that I'm
that for sure. Listen, like I feel like a collector definitely can be part of the culture for sure. Anyone who likes to collect, if that's the culture that you like you're part of the culture. I agree. You're a collector, whether I collect things at this price point or this price point. This is the culture I'm a part of. So I agree with you.
Not at all. I bought plenty of rare sneakers that I wear all my sneakers. But that's what I'm saying. Like part of me being when I was a sneakerhead, part of me being a sneakerhead was trying to get shoes that it was hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I never resold anything.
But that's the mindset, right? That's what we thought, or that's what it actually was. You know what I'm saying? That's what it actually was. The shoes that we wanted were hard to get. The shoes that we wanted were hard. Now they're not hard to get. Yeah. You say it all the time. Back then,
they're not hard to get. They're not hard to get.
The supply, there's so many of the shoes out there now that it's not hard to get. So back then, yes, it was hard to get, and the resale value would be crazy because of resellers. But what Nike said that they were going to do, and what these companies said they were going to do, they're going to put more shoes out so that it will kill the resale game. And that's what it's doing. So when we were out there hard to get shoes, I remember being out there hard to get shoes, people saying, man, back in the day, it used to be no lines. You could just go in the store and get it. The same shoe that people were getting and paying resale for. So it's really just about the supply and the demand. Where the demand got so crazy that resale popped off. So I think in that comment of saying the resale doesn't equate to the culture, I have to agree with that. That's what I'm saying. As far as like a collector not being part of the culture, I can't agree with that. I think a collector is going to be, that's why they collect. They love the culture. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my perspective. But I think that was good. Shout out to Sold by the Pound for bringing that up. Yes. At the end of the day here, it's all opinion based, right? We all going to have our own opinions. And yeah, Vanessa, what do you think? You didn't say anything this whole time.
No, I was listening. Y'all was going back and forth, so I was just like observing, because I do agree with Justin, like as a collector, but I get that wasn't really the question or the statement. As a collector, you want to get those items that people can't get, are rare. And I do get your point of view too, and Sold by the Pound, as far as, supply and demand. So I get those things, because now I can go into a sneaker store and I'll be like, damn, I don't have sneakers for today. I could grab a fresh pair of Jordans and be like, all right, whatever, I got an outfit.
And feel good, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I always go back to that day that we stayed up overnight to go get some NMDs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like we're not
that we haven't seen nobody wear.
No. And like, we're not doing that no more. Will I think it will ever get back to that? Maybe. Everything goes in a wave. So I think right now, everybody's point is right in a certain. I agree with everybody.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And I want to clarify. I'm not saying that it's the opposite either. I'm not saying like the opposite end either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that your only collectors only have to go after rare items. I'm just saying that to say that people who go after rare items aren't part of the culture. I think
I don't agree with that. I don't agree. No. I definitely don't agree with that.
His other side of it, of you don't have to only go after rare items, is true. Like, yes, as a collector, you go after any shoe. Like I said, I consider myself a sneaker guy, and I barely bought anything crazy this year. Like I said, I've been buying all normal stuff.
So I agree with that.
I'm just saying that I just wouldn't exclude them out on the other side of it either, because when you go to a sneaker con or you go to a Got Sold, that's part of the culture, that's part of the community, and all those are rare shoes. You're not buying regular shoes at those events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think what sucks is also the culture vultures, as you would
yeah,
call
yeah,
them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's where the reselling comes in.
And just, you know, people just buying for the hype, where we call hype beast.
Yep.
You know, I think we spoke about that this year. If we own anything that was hype beast, I have a hype beast shoe. I mean, I collect shoes, I collect sneakers, but this shoe I would never wear, but I have in my collection. You know, it was hype beast, but now I look at it and I try to switch around and say, oh, this will be something nostalgic to look back in the future. I'll say, damn, like I had this, you know? So, yeah, man, I think that was a good conversation right there. We're an hour in. Last episode of the year. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we close it out for the year for 2024 as we go into 2025? I'm super excited for the new year. I really want to give a huge shout out to damn. I just want to say we went through the year. All right, a lot of us got through the year. Them Knicks B. Yeah, shout out to them Knicks. Shout out to my guy, Jalen Brunson. He went crazy last night. I just want to shout out to the people that couldn't be here with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those people. We think about you every day. We love you. And yeah, I just wanted to say that because I feel like that's something that we deal with in our inner selves. And we do this show, you know what I'm saying? People watch our show. We talking happy holidays and all this stuff. But I think for some people it's not too happy. Sometimes just you want to think back on those things. So I want to shout out all those people who probably support us that are not here anymore still. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Shout out to all those people in the building right now. We got what, 22 people in the building. I appreciate all of you guys. I miss the old school vibe when you compliment someone with their sneakers and strike a conversation. How we get those. Today's most of them, yeah, I'm better than you attitudes. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Those kind of people don't want to see anyone win but themselves. They're full of themselves. Those are egotistical people, people who are not humble. So with that being said, we got some good people in the comments here.
Right, you call those weirdos.
Yeah, I mean, we got people in the comments here that are not like that. A lot of good people here. Any questions, anything you need, you can always reach out to any one of us here on the channel. These are our Instagram handles, our names right here. These are our Instagram handles, so you can follow us there.
And spelled correctly. Don't ask Justin how to spell our name.
Don't worry. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody who's supported us this year. Coffee chat. We're going on to bigger and better things as far as next year goes. We're gonna take things to the next level. We got some ideas to get some important sneaker people onto the show. And when I say important, just people who made a difference in the sneaker culture. We're trying to strive away from just hats, you know. There's a lot of big peoples in this in the sneaker
I can't
community.
wait.
And yeah, man, I think it's gonna take this show to the next level, and it'll allow us to get some more sneaker knowledge and stuff.
I think we need to definitely start doing some sneaker content.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Some unboxings of some sneakers, maybe, or I don't know, or previews, or I don't know. We need some sneaker content for sure. We need to start. I'm excited about that, and I think that's gonna be my my next step.
You know what's crazy is that it's almost because I feel like me and we're slowing down a little bit on the hats. But remember, we had this conversation. Yeah. How many hats could you get compared to a sneaker, right? But now it's starting to get up there. The hats, you know, $70, $80. You're starting to get maybe 2 for the price of sneakers. So it's almost the same thing.
Yeah. Shout out a month, 1 sneaker a month, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey, we could do it. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to Chosen. Live unboxings go hard. I want to shout out Vanessa right now because she had 2 new pairs of AE1s and didn't unbox them on the channel. So
and a pair of Hey Dudes that she didn't.
She did bad. Vanessa
I
did that.
unboxed them for the drop weekend. I threw the box out. It was
And
something
she did a
Yo, she could have did
unboxing
it
of
the
cowboy boots.
The Sunday coffee chat before. She could have showed us the shoes on coffee chat, y'all. She held that from us. Wow.
I'm sorry. You know what's crazy is
She had a double unboxing for a show and didn't do it. That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. One of the sneakers was waiting for me in California when I got there. I didn't have them. One of them, I picked them up before I left to the airport. There was not enough time because I was trying to strategically pick out outfits.
That's tough.
I would like it to definitely start getting some sneaker people in here. That would be dope. I think this is gonna be very, very exciting.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
I think the sneaker culture is strong, and I love the opinions. You know what? One thing I love to do is a good debate. Friendly debate.
Know.
You know what I'm saying? Friendly debate. I hope nobody takes anything personal. Like, I'm a very excited, passionate person. As we all are. Julian is the same way. You know what I'm saying? Vanessa's probably the only one that'd be like, oh, it's okay. But and I think that it'll be fun to have like these debates in a friendly, respectful way. You know what I'm saying? Even if it gets like passionate and exciting, but like stay in the respectful confines, and I think that'll be dope. I think it'll be fun to do that because
Chosen, you want to know who V's uncle is? It's Justin's dad, and Justin's dad has mad sneakers.
He was watching. He was here today. Y'all didn't see his comment?
He has mad sneakers, and he's so humble.
I don't know if he's still watching.
He has a lot of sneakers.
This is what he said today.
I think my dad.
This is what he said today.
Talking about my son. I think my dad might be at around 200 pairs, maybe.
Yeah, he has a lot of sneakers.
Maybe we'll get him on here next Sunday. We'll start off the year.
I wanted to do a video of his sneaker.
I was gonna say we should have done a sneaker,
but now he has a sneaker room, so I think we could do it now.
See,
so that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
He's a real sneaker.
He was collecting.
I
believe Ant-Man's before it even hyped up.
Yeah, I had the remember I had showed it on the coffee chat like a while ago.
The black and blue ones.
Yeah, he been collecting. I mean, he been collecting since I was probably early 2000s probably.
Yeah. He's got a good collection, great collection.
And it's not all hype, and that's why I would say it's not all hype. It's not all just rare stuff. It's just sneakers he's liked along the way. All types of stuff: Kobe's, KD's, LeBron's, Foamposites, Jordan. Obviously Jordans.
My boy says tough getting sneakers being a size 15.
Oh yes, that's size 15. I don't even be seeing those in the store.
Hey, we used to have a section in Foot Locker where we had all the big sizes like high up on the last rack.
And if he comes on the show, he's gonna tell everybody about how when I was in high school, I used to dog all his sneakers. That's exactly the first thing he's gonna say. My collection would have been so much better if you wasn't dogging my sneakers in high school. It's the first thing he's gonna say when he comes on the show.
That's tough. I think we all did that.
Second generation. And my son's gonna be third generation.
That's not a lie because everybody for his first birthday, even us, we were like, yo, we're gonna buy him Foamposites. You start buying sneakers and you start that little bad habit of being a sneakerhead.
I think it's a good habit.
It's a good habit, but it's a bad one too.
Yeah.
Saying
honestly, right now,
you're always gonna find a place to spend money on. So
yeah,
the way I look at it is, I think right now I'm kind of chilling. Like I'm good with him having two pairs of sneakers per size or 3 pairs of sneakers per size and have him rotate. Those 3 until the next, because they go through sneakers so fast, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of sneakers I have for him that he can't even wear right now. You know what I mean? Because he just already grew out of it. So babies is tough. But I try, we try to get him fly.
It's expansive.
Expansive habit.
It's expansive. All right. I think that's all I got for you guys this Sunday. I'm ready.
They laughing over there because I think he's seen that he said expansive habit. They're rolling. I hear them all through the house.
That's the new word. We're gonna say expansive. It's not expensive. It's expansive.
Expansive.
Nah, not really chosen. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't put my son on up like that on my hat on the page, but you know, he be chilling.
He might have he might have a better collection than all of us.
You know, fun fact
Yeah,
or fact
for real.
before we sign out, fun fact or fact. I actually, before I started doing the hats, I actually started off doing sneaker photography. I started off with that. My Instagram page was originally a sneaker photography page. It was called Just Kicks. And I used to post like in competitions and stuff like that. And I used to submit to like nice kicks and cool kicks at the time. And I used to try to win like these contests. You know, I used to be really into that big time until I really got involved into, you know, military and stuff like that. But I definitely want to get back into it. I definitely want to get back to this show. Definitely makes me want to get back into it. You know what I mean? So
I'm telling you, Coffee Chat got a different vibe.
Different vibes over here, y'all.
Mhm.
Different vibes.
Here.
So,
Thursday is just we got hats and we
locked in. Yeah, Thursday just
Ooh.
locked in. Like we on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We on a script. You know what I mean? But yeah. All right.
All right, before we log out, I want y'all to have a great whatever you celebrate, but a good new year. Set some goals, reach those goals. We appreciate y'all joining us every Sunday because I know it's early and we struggle to get up, but we appreciate you guys drinking your coffee, whatever you're drinking, to kick it with us. And we got plans for everybody to have a great year. 2025, baby. It's up.
it's up. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next year.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.